Hey guys, Jess here with Athlean-XX for Women. Today we're going to work on techniques to round off those shoulder caps and make sure you get tone and definition to your shoulders. First, let's go over some of the top mistakes that women make, and men do the same thing too, when trying to tone your shoulder muscles. So first of all, what does it mean to be toned? If a muscle is toned, is that the same thing as being strong or being large? The answer is definitely no. Tone is something very different from strength or size. Tone refers to the tightness of your muscle even when it's relaxed. If you can see muscle definition without flexing, that is what we call a toned muscle, and that's what most women want. Don't worry about adding bulk, adding size. That is not what our program is designed to do. That's why we say this is the way to trim, tighten, and tone, because the way that we're utilizing exercises is not going to grow your muscles. It's going to make them somewhat stronger, but it is not a max strength designed program. So today we're going to talk about what tone is and how you can make sure with every exercise, especially with shoulder exercises, because those are some of the most tricky ones, that you're getting the result that you want. We're going to work on the lateral raise. First of all, let's talk about how not to do it. Now, you tell me if this looks right. Alright, so what do you think of that? Leave a comment now if you can spot what I was doing wrong. Okay, now let's go over the right way to do a lateral raise. First of all, the number one tip is to not think about the moving part. So just because your hands are moving, you don't want your focus to be out there on your hands because that's so far away from the muscle you're trying to work. So change your focus, bring it inwards, and you want to focus on the joint that's actually moving here and the muscle that is moving it. So this is called your deltoid, and we want to really make sure that you get a contraction of the deltoid, because movement is not the same thing as a muscle contraction. So do it right now. Try the difference between just moving your arm up, easy, and then actually moving it up but flexing it and squeezing every muscle really hard so you're tensing it, and you can already feel the difference. That's what muscle tone is, when your muscle feels hard, contracted, and flexed. And now the other really important thing about lateral raises is your posture. Now if you're doing your lateral raise with a slumped over posture, that is not going to do as much for the delt as it is going to do for the traps. This is your trap muscle right here that leads up into your neck. And I know I see this common thing a lot where women are overusing their traps and underusing their deltoids. So make sure before you begin that you roll the shoulders back and down and you expose the deltoid and relax the trap. So now that we've got our posture under control and we're not focused on the hands, but we're actually focused on the deltoid muscles, a good lateral raise, an effective one, should look something like this. Notice I'm keeping a slight bend in the elbows at all times, because if you lock out your elbows, you're likely to feel this more in the tendons of your elbows than in the deltoids themselves. Also keep the palms face downward so you have that sort of internal rotation, which is putting more pressure on the deltoid. Alright, so I hope that you can definitely see the difference there. In the second time around, I'm actually focused on the delt muscles, flexing them and squeezing them with each rep. And yes, the pace is going to be a little bit slower because it allows me time to mentally connect with the muscle. So try slowing yourself down, fixing your posture, and changing your focus. Remember, in order to get your muscle to have a toned appearance, you're going to need to push it to failure so it has a reason to harden. Remember, results are adaptations to imposed demands. So you need to demand for your muscles that it's time to harden up, tighten, and tone, or else they're not going to change. So how are you supposed to know how many reps, how many sets, and what weights to use in order to get toned? I know this can be really confusing, but that is the whole reason why we put together the Athlean-XX for Women workout program. It's follow along, and you don't have to do any of the thinking for yourself. All you do is pop in a DVD, use your home equipment, or you can take the Girl on the Go cards to the gym with you, and it's going to tell you what weight to use, how many reps, how many sets, and how many exercises per workout, and how many days to work out, and all of those details that you might be wondering if you're new to this game. So take all the worry out of it, and same thing with the nutrition plan. Like we like to say, eat more and worry less. And all you have to do is follow step by step and walk into the new toned body that you've wanted. I really hope this video is helpful for you. If you are looking for more tips about how to tone your body instead of growing bulk and adding muscle, then stay tuned. This channel is full of helpful tips. Once you get into the habit of doing these 30-minute or less workouts, you're not going to want to stop because you're going to love the results. It's going to give you that exact trim, tightened, and toned body that you want. You're not going to look like a bodybuilder from lifting like we do. These are exercises that are going to challenge you. They're going to provide tone. They're going to tighten everything up, lose body fat, get exactly the results you want. So I hope you guys enjoyed these tips today. Put them to use on your lateral raises and every other exercise you can think of. Remember, you want to focus on the muscle that you're working on. Slow yourself down, use control, and make that mind to muscle connection. You're gonna love the results. Again, this is Jess with Athlean-XX for Women. I'll see you guys next time.